I'm Jess Castoro, and I'm an educator at Soundwaters.
And I'm Christina Gens, also an educator at Soundwaters. At Soundwaters, we believe through education we can protect and preserve Long Island Sound. Every day, on land and at sea, we educate and inspire children from all backgrounds to understand, value, and protect our precious resource, the Long Island Sound. When we engage children in rigorous and dynamic, hands-on science that connects them to the sound in a meaningful way, their perspective will forever be changed, and they will become better students and lifelong environmental stewards.
Soundwaters was established in 1990. We started off with just an 80-foot schooner and a small shed, and then in 2000 we expanded to a coastal community center in Cove Island Park, where we still are today. And then in January 2016 we merged with Blue Water Bound, and we have a Young Mariners Academy, which is a summer program where students learn to sail and work on navigation skills. We teach students ranging from preschool, 3-year-olds up through high school, so teenagers. We teach 34,000 students every year from Connecticut and New York. 7,500 people board our schooner, our 80-foot boat, and we also have 30 high school interns that dedicate a day a week coming in to learn about science and the sound and do some research.
One major problem affecting the Long Island Sound is plastic pollution. In today's classroom, we are focusing on microplastics, which is the tiny breakdown of large plastics. Right now, all 6th graders in Stamford are participating in a bottle cap challenge. So each school is tasked to collect 1 million bottle caps. They'll be using the bottle caps to create benches, picnic tables, and many other different things at their schools. This brings awareness so that when they look at a bottle cap, they look at a plastic bottle, they'll never look at it the same. It takes 1,000 years for one bottle cap to break down.
This year at Soundwaters, we also welcomed in our first trash skimmer. So the trash skimmer is essentially a big floating dumpster that is in Stamford Harbor, and it sucks in water and filters out all the trash and debris that is found in the water and keeps it from going out into Long Island Sound. It's super interesting because we find a whole bunch of different materials, different trash pollution and stuff like that. But majority of the things that we're finding are actually tiny little pieces of styrofoam and little pieces of plastic. So by doing community outreach programs, we can inform people about where all their trash is going, and try to help them realize why it's so important to keep Long Island Sound clean, and where all of the trash that they see on the ground in the city of Stamford actually ends up. So another problem that Long Island Sound faces is water quality. The sound is much better than it used to be, but there is still a long way to go. So we are actually in a collaborative effort with Save the Sound. They have a program called the United Water Study that brings together 23 different organizations all around the Sound, so that's Long Island and also Connecticut. And everyone is sampling different embayments in their area and testing the same water quality parameters with the same testing methods. So that allows the Save the Sound folks to use all of our data to give a score to the sound. So out in Western Long Island Sound, they have like an A. They're really, really great water quality. Down by us, I believe we have around a B. And then the closer you get to Manhattan, the worse it gets. So it's kind of interesting that this has been going on for a few years now, and as it keeps growing and getting bigger, we get more and more data about how Long Island Sound is improving. So by the collaborations that Soundwaters has, we're able to help track Long Island Sound's health. We also bring animals into classrooms and teach kids about the animals in Long Island Sound. By connecting the children with the animals that they would see, it helps them understand how they can impact living things. So we have a bunch of different aquariums. We have sea stars and spider crabs and hermit crabs and horseshoe crabs and diamondback terrapin and a bunch of different fish species. So by bringing those into the classroom, the children get to learn about them.
The students see these cute animals such as the horseshoe crab or a turtle. They realize how their decisions every day can affect how these animals survive, such as the microplastics, the things they find in the trash skimmer. So it's a great connection to their natural world and how they affect it to how it affects these animals that they actually care about.
And don't forget, what goes on the ground goes in the sound.